We have a lot of cases this morning. It harkens back to the days, the old days. I think Ms. Davis has transferred back to the charging policies that existed before Dave Marvin. And this is Thursday, so it's State Police Day and Sheriff's Department Day. We have 31 defendants set for this morning for either a pretrial, actually about 40, pretrial show cause or arraignment. In theory, we're supposed to complete that by 10 o'clock because I have a zoning violation hearing involving Farrand Hall in Colon Township starting at 10. I've been studying that. I'm still not sure I exactly understand everything. But I have a lot going on. I think we may need an interpreter. Oh my. Thank you. We have somebody allegedly zooming in from Wisconsin. So we'll see. This may be about like last Friday was. We'll see how it goes. Mr. George and Mr. Reed are both on vacation. There's a couple of little ordinance stuff they've taken care of. We have final pretrials this afternoon, and we hope to resolve some cases there too. So we have a lot to do. Tomorrow we have landlord-tenant matters. I spent yesterday working on several cases. We've inherited one transfer case from the Kalamazoo County courts. One of their county commissioners was charged with resisting or obstructing a police officer and domestic violence. And that was assigned to the St. Joseph County Prosecutor's Office. So Deborah Davis authorized the charges, and the Supreme Court then appointed me as the judge. So the prosecutor is from St. John County and the judges. So I had to get that one sort of set up for some hearing. I've had a case transferred from the circuit court regarding a birthing center in Colon Township that I was aware of, but not knowledgeable. So I studied that. And the Rosemary Blair landlord-tenant case has been completed in the circuit court. It's been about 2 years since the
This
matter
is classic small-town court morning chaos, and the judge knows it. Before a single case is even called, he's already juggling zoning violations, transfers from other counties, a dead defendant, vacationing prosecutors, and 30-plus cases crammed into a 2-hour window. Viewers often forget judges don't just show up and talk. They prep multiple unrelated cases at once. This opening rant shows just how overloaded a rural docket can get before 9 a.m.
Since the matter went up to circuit court. So I have to further proceedings on that. So I was studying all those things. I'm reading a book called Beyond Beyond by Joseph Haywood, set in Russia at the time of Tsar Nicholas. A book I would recommend is one somebody here sent to me, Nowhere Man, or I think the first one's called Agent X, by Greg Hurwitz. I enjoyed those, so did my wife. Good morning, Denmark. I'm letting this run a little bit because I don't have any customers. I was hoping we'd hit the ground running. Also was advised yesterday by Victim Services that a young man who has some charges pending died in Three Rivers. And so I advised the court and his lawyer this morning that he had passed away. No, the cases are not today. They're at various times. We certainly don't even have enough time to have what we have today. One is set for a preliminary examination. One is set for a hearing on a preliminary injunction. And one is set for a motion to withdraw as counsel. And then I'll try to figure out what I need to do with them. Try to keep things moving. I don't try to let things sit. People want their cases to be heard, and they're entitled to have them heard. So we try to hear them. So
Here, the judge unexpectedly shifts into storytelling mode. Books he's reading, old prosecutor photos, conferences, colleagues from decades ago. It may sound like a tangent, but judges do this intentionally. It fills dead air while waiting for attorneys, lets online viewers settle in, and humanizes the bench. Plus, he's signaling that he's been doing this long enough to know exactly how wild mornings like this can get. It's experience disguised as small talk.
I don't know who our duty defender is today. For some of you, it's very early. In New Brunswick, it's probably 8:47 or something. One of those provinces has like a half an hour time difference. Good morning, Melbourne. I was prosecutor from my days as a summer intern in 1980 till I took the bench on January 1st, 2023. In that time, I tried 108 felony trials. I forgot one that I tried in Berrien County. I don't know how many district court cases, 40 criminal sexual conduct cases. I tried everything from a dog at large to a first degree murder. My son was at the Grand Hotel and they had some pictures from the prosecutors' conferences in the past, and he sent me a picture of the Prosecuting Attorneys Association conference in 1990. I was young, so were all my colleagues. Mr. Gabry was in it at that time. He was the prosecutor in Ionia. Maybe it was Ionia County. Anyway, in Michigan, you have to be an attorney before you can be a judge. You have to be at least 35 years of age and have at least 5 years of practice. I took the bench in 2003. There is probably a case from the hotel bust. It's not civil, it's going to be criminal. I'm not sure who it is or when it is. Good morning to Germany. This is running longer than I expected. I don't have one customer in here. I have 17 arraignments and 14 pretrials and 2 show causes. So I'm not sure what the holdup is. I had hoped to start early. I may end up missing my lunch meeting today because it looks like we may end up going through lunch. I get hungry when that happens. Good morning to our California friends who are soon to visit Michigan. In Michigan, you're allowed to be a judge from, I guess, 35 to 70. 75, I guess. You can't run for judge after your 70th birthday. You can't have taken office. So next November, I will turn 70.
This section highlights how chronically overloaded lower courts really are. Landlord-tenant matters, deferred appeals, abandoned cases, misfiled tickets, all stacked alongside criminal arraignments. When he mentions he may miss lunch, it's not theatrics. District courts often run non-stop because every case is legally time-sensitive. He's basically telling the room, you may think your case is the only thing happening, but I'm juggling half the county at once.
70. I will be 70 at the time of the election, but I would be 71 at the time I took office. So I guess you can serve for about 35 years. It wasn't always that way. You could do it earlier. I did wear glasses when I was young. I was sort of on the borderline. I haven't worn them for a number of years. I've managed to pass my driver's test and I'm able to read. Here's Mr. Stickley. He's got a host of customers for me.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. All right, it's time to get to work. Good morning, everybody. Come on in and have a seat. We're gonna be kind of crowded today. People thought we were giving away free stuff or something. Thank you all for the kind comments and saying good morning from everywhere, including Colin and Three Rivers. All right, they're still coming in. Good morning. Deputy Kindig's here. He lets me in first thing in the morning. Now the doors aren't unlocked yet when I get here. I want everybody to come in through the main door. Deputy Tyler, I guess, is flourishing over in Three Rivers. We don't see him anymore. Maybe we'll go visit him. Good morning, Mr. Stickley.
Morning.
And good morning, everyone. Some of you have got a pretrial, some of you have got an arraignment. We got a lot to do. The arraignment is the process where the judge tells you what you're charged with and asks you how you wish to plead to the charge. We actually have 31 people set for one thing or another this morning, actually more than that, about 34. So I'm going to try to do this as efficiently as I can, but it is going to take me a while because I can only call one case at a time. We have a number of people with no insurance. Let's see here. Robert Adams isn't here. Let's start with Elizabeth Antone. Would you come forward, please? Come right up to the podium. Right there. You're the first one, so everybody will now follow your example. When I call your name, give the top copy of your advice of rights to the bailiff and then go over to the podium. Everything is being recorded. It's also being live streamed, but when you're at the podium, you're in frame for the camera and the voices activate the cameras. I think, Mr. Stickley, we may be, for the first time in many years, fully staffed at the prosecutor's office. Kudos to Miss Davis if she's pulled it off. They hired a new assistant prosecutor, Angelique Camfield, who is very experienced in other counties. And Ms. Stoll just took the bar exam, and I think she's gonna start. I saw her yesterday. So that would get them to 5 people, prosecutor, chief assistant, 2 very experienced assistants, Mr. Gabriel and Ms. Camfield, and a new lawyer. So that would be great. One of the benefits would be they could have more people to help us with these misdemeanor arraignments. I'm looking for your file. So we start out with a big thud because you're not in here. All right, well, let me find it. That's odd. I'm not crazy. You're not in the queue. I might be crazy, but you're not in the queue. Tell me find it separately. I don't know what happened to Elizabeth Antone. Am I saying it correctly?
Yes.
All right, you got a ticket for driving without a valid operator's license. That might be our most common ticket. No, I can't even find it that way. Let me look at the file number. Elizabeth Antone. No wonder I can't find it. What's your name?
Elizabeth?
Elizabeth Lane Antone?
Yes.
They've got the ticket written as Antone Elizabeth Lane.
Oh, okay.
So no wonder I can't find it. So you must be in here under Lane, L-A-Y-N-E, so the name is wrong. But anyway, you got a ticket for no license ever applied. Shows that you don't have one. It is a minor.
Michigan.
Do you have a license now?
I have an Indiana license, or I'm from Indiana.
Yes. Do you have an Indiana license?
No, that's the one that's suspended.
Okay, so that's the way they charged it, like this. Often we're a border county, so we get lots of people from Indiana. And sometimes when they have an Indiana suspension, it shows as this, no license ever acquired. It's a misdemeanor in Michigan, punishable by up to 90 days in